Lewis Hamilton is embarking on a fresh chapter in his illustrious Formula One career by joining Ferrari, one of the sport's most iconic and successful teams. The seven-time world champion has already shown his commitment to hitting the ground running, with reports of secret visits to Maranello and efforts to learn Italian to seamlessly integrate with the team. Despite these preparations, Hamilton has hinted that a return to Mercedes in the future remains a possibility, surprising those who believed his journey with the Silver Arrows had come to a definitive end. The question remains, is Hamilton prepared to lead Ferrari to dominance? And if so, what obstacles must he overcome to achieve success? There's no doubt that the Hamilton-Ferrari partnership will be one of Formula One's most intriguing storylines from 2025 onward. The pairing of a legendary driver with a historic team is a rare and electrifying prospect. Yet the road ahead is unlikely to be as straightforward as it might seem on paper. Subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss the latest news. Let's keep going. This isn't Hamilton's first high-risk career move. In 2013, he joined Mercedes, a decision that was met with skepticism at the time. The gamble paid off, ushering in a dominant era coinciding with significant regulatory changes. Now, as Hamilton prepares to take on this new challenge, the stakes are just as high, but the circumstances are more complex and the hurdles potentially steeper. Although the official transition may not occur until December 31, 2024, when Hamilton's Mercedes contract expires, reports suggest the seven-time world champion has already visited Ferrari's headquarters in Maranello 5 times. These visits have been strategic, allowing Hamilton to familiarize himself with Ferrari's inner workings and lay the foundation for future success. Even as formal involvement is deferred until 2025, Hamilton's reasons for this bold move are evident. Ferrari represents the pinnacle of Formula One heritage, offering him the opportunity to align his storied career with the sport's most iconic team and potentially add to his impressive tally of championships. Regardless of whether fans support his decision, this transition is set to become a defining moment in Hamilton's career and a transformative chapter in Ferrari's history. Fully aware of the gravity of his decision, Hamilton recognizes the immense expectations he will face from the outset. His goal is clear. He's joining Ferrari to win, not to wind down his career. However, the dynamic within the team could be challenging. With Charles Leclerc already viewed as Ferrari's future champion, Hamilton's arrival might divide the fan base. Some supporters may prioritize loyalty to Leclerc over the team itself, especially if Hamilton begins to outshine the Monegasque driver early on. Reports from Gazzetta dello Sport highlight the importance of Hamilton's visits to Maranello. Beyond familiarizing himself with the facilities, he has connected with key team members, including engineers and technicians. Most notably, he has started working with Riccardo Adami, the Ferrari race engineer, who will serve as his counterpart to Mercedes's Peter Bonington Bono. Hamilton understands that establishing trust and cohesion with his team from day one is crucial to forging a competitive partnership on the track. In addition to building relationships within the team, Hamilton has also been focusing on the technical aspects of the Ferrari car, which will be crucial to his success with the Scuderia. As he prepares for his much-anticipated first race in front of the home crowd at Monza, Hamilton is aware that the atmosphere will stir mixed emotions. He understands the expectations from the passionate Italian fans. Anything less than dominance will not be accepted. The seven-time world champion is approaching this challenge with a methodical mindset, preparing for the intense pressure of racing with Ferrari and the direct competition with his teammate, whom he must first defeat to cement his legacy as one of the greatest drivers of all time. Contrary to some opinions, Hamilton may not require as much time to adjust as many believe. One of Hamilton's main focuses has been understanding the key differences between Ferrari and Mercedes cars, particularly in areas such as the steering wheel and controls. Reports suggest he has already asked for modifications to the cockpit position to better align with his driving style. These early and specific requests underscore Hamilton's determination to leave no detail overlooked in his quest for success with Ferrari. While some may question Hamilton's technical expertise compared to other drivers, he is very clear about what he wants from a car. His first official test with Ferrari machinery is scheduled for January 2025 at Fiorano, where he will drive the F175, the 2022 car that initially raised expectations for Ferrari but ultimately failed to deliver as upgrades turned into ineffective downgrades. However, this test is not expected to be a critical part of Hamilton's integration process with the team. Hamilton has emphasized the importance of such tests, acknowledging that missing the tire test in Abu Dhabi was a missed opportunity. He understands that these sessions are essential to ensure both driver and team are aligned in their goals and approach. Another notable step in Hamilton's transition to Ferrari is his decision to learn Italian. This move demonstrates his commitment to improving communication with the team and the media, proving that it's never too late to acquire new skills. While both Leclerc and Sainz often communicate in Italian with the team and in media interactions, despite their Monegasque and Spanish backgrounds, respectively, Hamilton is determined to follow their lead, further cementing his dedication to fully integrating into Ferrari's culture. This effort is crucial not only for Hamilton's integration into the team, but also for navigating the often harsh scrutiny of the Italian media. Ferrari's national press is known for its intensity, and without the ability to communicate clearly, Hamilton risks being misunderstood or unfairly blamed for any team-related issues. Mastering the language is essential for managing relationships with both the passionate fans and the press. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, Lewis has been taking Italian lessons for several weeks. For Charles and Sainz, speaking our language has been essential for integrating into the team and building relationships with fans and the media. Hamilton seems to recognize the importance of this step as well. Hamilton's proactive approach, whether it's learning Italian or preparing for his first test, demonstrates his determination to adapt quickly and succeed with Ferrari. He is leaving no stone unturned in ensuring he is not perceived as an outsider to Ferrari's unique culture, its internal dynamics, or the legacy of the prancing horse. His move is especially intriguing, given that Ferrari already has a clear lead driver in Charles Leclerc. While the potential for this duo to become one of the greatest pairings in Formula One history is undeniable, there's little doubt that Hamilton will face tremendous pressure to perform at the highest level from the outset. Leclerc, with 8 race wins and 43 podium finishes, has proven himself in a car that often shines on Saturdays but falters on Sundays. This inconsistency highlights the challenges Ferrari faces in achieving sustained success. If the team can resolve these issues and become a more consistent force on Sundays, tensions between Hamilton and Leclerc could inevitably rise, despite team assurances that mutual respect will prevail on the track. Yet Hamilton has not entirely closed the door on a return to Mercedes in the future. He has hinted that he may race longer than Fernando Alonso, who, at 43, is 4 years older than Hamilton, leaving open the possibility of a reunion with the Silver Arrows. Although this scenario may seem unlikely, Hamilton's comments suggest there's room for speculation. The 7-time world champion shared, "I do hope, as I've said many times, that in the years to come, I'll be able to come back and see you all. Big thank you, everybody." Critics, however, have not been shy in questioning Hamilton's move to Ferrari, with one of the most vocal detractors being Ralf Schumacher, the brother of 7-time world champion Michael Schumacher, who enjoyed historic success with Ferrari. Ralf has voiced doubts about Hamilton's ability to adapt to Ferrari, focusing on one key concern: Hamilton's perceived dependence on his team for strategies and technical adjustments. According to Ralf, this contrasts with drivers like Carlos Sainz and George Russell, who are lauded for their ability to provide critical input and influence car development to suit their driving styles. Ralf believes Hamilton's reliance on his team for these decisions could hinder Ferrari's progress, especially given the team's need for a driver who can actively shape a car capable of consistently winning. Whether or not these criticisms are valid, Hamilton's move to Ferrari is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing and high-pressure chapters of his illustrious career. There's no denying that Hamilton's approach to racing, particularly his reliance on team strategies and engineering direction, has been a subject of debate. Unlike drivers like Max Verstappen, who are known for making independent strategic calls and challenging their engineers, Hamilton has often followed the team's guidance. While this hasn't diminished his impressive track record, it does raise questions about his adaptability and technical involvement as a Formula One driver. Ralf Schumacher, a prominent critic of Hamilton's move to Ferrari, believes that this very trait could lead to disappointment for Hamilton at the Italian team. Explaining his perspective, the former F1 driver said, "The biggest difference is that Michael, among many other qualities, was able to work with engineers to develop a car perfectly suited to his driving style. Lewis cannot do that. Michael always set the direction for his confidants like Ross Brawn or Jean Todt. I don't think Vasseur will be able to help Hamilton in the same way, just as Toto wasn't able to help him this year. Schumacher continued. Wolff emphasized more than once that a driver should step on the gas while engineers develop the car. This approach worked for Mercedes because the drivers were apparently unable to provide the right input. Right now, Leclerc is the top dog at Ferrari. Everyone in the team knows him. When Michael joined Ferrari, he was a reigning world champion, and much younger. That's not the case with Lewis, and it will add significant weight to his shoulders. This view is shared by some Ferrari employees who may doubt that Hamilton can fully integrate into the team and help shape its technical direction. However, Hamilton's proactive actions, such as his visits to Maranello and focus on building relationships, show that he is fully committed to making this partnership work and bringing success to Ferrari. As 2025 approaches, questions about the dynamics of the relationship between Hamilton and Leclerc continue to arise. Will Hamilton be able to outperform Leclerc in identical cars? Can the two drivers coexist without friction in a team that already has a clear leader? These uncertainties make the upcoming season one of the most eagerly anticipated in recent memory. Hamilton's goal is clear: to win with Ferrari. His actions, such as his early visits to Maranello when he still had a contract with Mercedes until 2024, show his eagerness to fit into the team and start a new chapter of his career. What do you think? Will Hamilton and Ferrari be able to forge a successful partnership, or will internal tensions and external pressures ruin their ambitions? Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching this video to the end. See you soon.